Hi, my name is Attorney Walter If Not the Third. I'm with Disability Resolution PA, and here's the big thing. These are the top 200 most common Social Security disability hearing questions that you're likely to experience from the disability attorneys, from the administrative law judges, while you're sitting in that hot seat, hoping to be found disabled. These are the most common hearing questions. With that said, I have created this giant list, 200 of them. After this video, I'm going to read through all 200 in this video. That's going to be the introductory video. After this video, you're going to have 200 more videos going through each question and the answers and the different things that the attorneys and judges will be thinking while you're answering these questions. Now, let's be honest here. The system, all the government stuff at this point has become, to some degree, corrupt. I mean, there's a lot of great work that they're doing, but to some degree, there is a corrupt issue that's going on. I'm hoping that with this video, it empowers you to have a better shot at getting through this extremely difficult process. Now, let's be honest here. You guys know loss very well. When I lost Layla, I had a problem that stuck with me, and I've never really gotten through all that. And I know you guys know loss. I understand that fully, and I can understand completely. What this is it is empowering you to know the questions and the answers ahead of time before walking into one of the most important sessions of your entire life. Because it equates to a check every month and health insurance for the rest of your life, plus potential back pay and retroactive benefits. Okay, I've summarized these questions a little bit. As you guys know, I do not make attorney advertisements, video advertisements and stuff like that. I won't make them because I think they're stupid. So here is, in my opinion, the most important attorney tutorial that I've ever created. Use this knowledge. It's absolutely free. Let's begin. The top 200 questions. Why can't you do your past work? That's number one. Number two. Were your jobs part-time or full-time within the past 15 years? Number three. What is your name for the record? Number four. What is your birthday, age, and dominant hand? Number five. What is your height, weight, and has your weight fluctuated? Number six. Are you a military veteran or non-citizen? Number seven. Are you homeless or with a dwelling? Number eight. Do you live in an apartment, house, or trailer? Number nine. When did you become homeless? Number 10. Do you have a wife, spouse, or child? Number 11. What are your children's ages? 12. How do you pay for things since you're not working? 13. Are you receiving any federal, state, or county government benefits? 13. 14. Do you have any permits or allowances? 15. Do you have any licenses or certificates? 16. Are you a member of any clubs or unions, or have you been within the past 5 years? 17. What is your highest level of education that you completed? 18. Did you complete any diplomas or degrees thereafter? 19. How long ago did you complete those certificates, diplomas, or degrees? Number 20. When going to school, did you have any SLDs, EHs, 504s, or IEPs? 21. Were you given any accommodations such as extra time or note assistance? 22. When did the impairment begin? At birth or after? 23. What are your top 5 most severe impairments? 24. Which is the most severe physical impairment? 25. Which is the most severe mental impairment? 26. Is the most severe mental impairment worse than the physical impairment? 27. What symptoms are caused by your physical impairments? 28. What symptoms are caused by your mental impairments? 29. Do your impairments limit your ability to taste, smell, or hear things? 30. Of the impairments not previously listed, do you have any remaining impairments that limit your ability to work? 31. Where do you have pain? 32. Can you please describe for me the pain that you have in these locations? 33. Have you had any recent MRIs, CAT scans, or x-rays? 34. Why haven't you been to more medical facilities? 35. Are there any surgeries, therapies, or cures for your impairments? 36. Do you take medications for your impairments? 37. What are your medications and their purpose? 38. Do you take pain medication, or are they effective at relieving your pain? 39. What side effects are caused by your medications? 40. What is the difference between a medically good day and a bad day? 41. How often during a 7-day week do you have bad days? 42. Are you able to attend holidays? events or ceremonies? 43. When were you last out of the state? 44. When was the last time that you were out of the county? 45. Do you have any future plans to travel? 46. When traveling, do you use frequent stops or rest breaks? 47. Are you able to do any gardening considering your impairments? 48. Are you able to do any home repair considering your impairments? 49. Are you able to do any mowing considering your impairments? 50. Are you able to assist others with their daily activities considering their impairments? 51. Do you have any pets or take care of anyone else's pets? 52. Do you get along with your bosses? 53. Do you get along with coworkers? 54. Do you get along with friends? 55. Do you get along with family members? 56. Do you get along with the general public? 57. Who is the most difficult person for you to interact with in your life? 58. When people ask you to complete things, what are the reasons that you choose to not complete the task? 59. When blame is to be apportioned for something that went wrong, how do you handle being questioned by other people as to why it went wrong? 60. Were you fired? Did you quit? Or were you laid off from this job? 61. What was the last job that you worked, and what is preventing you from working? 62. Did it take longer than 30 days to learn this job? 63. In this job, what were the heaviest items that you had to lift? 64. Did you usually show up on time for work? 65. Were you given any accommodations while at work? 66. What was the longest job that you worked within the past 15 years? 67. When taking instruction, are you properly able to take written and oral instructions? 68. Of the last and longest jobs worked, were any fast-paced with machines or custom fabrication jobs? 69. Would you be able to do a hypothetical job, such as a security monitor position? 70. Do you sleep soundly through the night? 71. Are you able to wake up and attend your appointments on events in a timely manner? 72. Do you shower on a regular basis? 73. Do you need to sit or lean while showering? 74. What is more difficult for you, shaving, washing your back, or shampooing your hair? 75. Is reaching upwards, backwards, or bending down difficult for you? 76. How do you transport yourself from one location to another? 77. What are the heaviest items that you can purchase while shopping for food? 78. How far away is your food store? 79. Do you cook, and how complex are your meals? 80. Do you currently use an oven to bake, pan to fry, toast to toast, or toaster to toast, or grill to sear? 81. Can you lift a soup can, gallon milk, case of 25 cans, or 5-gallon Gatorade jug? 82. Can you lift a gallon of milk out of the refrigerator at shoulder height and place it at waist height? 83. Do you have difficulties in the kitchen, such as standing by a stove, forgetting to turn things off, or accidentally leaving things on? 84. Do you ever cook for others, customize food, or provide improvement suggestions? 85. Do you use a cane, crutch, wheelchair, walker, or knee cart? 86. What is more difficult for you, picking up a pencil off the floor, buttoning a button, picking a dime up off the table, putting on a long-sleeve t-shirt, or writing in the morning what you need to accomplish for that day? 87. Are you able to walk over uneven surfaces, such as curbs, single steps, or getting into a car? 88. When you walk, are you a drop risk with balance issues and swelling? 89. About how far can you walk in feet, meters, or yards? 90. How long do you need to rest after walking that distance? 91. After resting that amount, can you begin walking again? 92. How many times over an 8-hour day can you repeat this walking and resting function? 93. How long can you sit in one position without changing positions due to the pain? 94. Are you able to climb ladders, ropes, stairs, or scaffolds? 95. When something is on the ground, how do you approach picking it up? 96. Do you wear orthopedic attire such as special shoes or braces? 97. Do you have difficulty buttoning buttons, zipping zippers, or tying shoelaces? 98. Do you have any skin conditions that require certain fabrics or textiles to be worn? 99. Are you able to lift the weight of your shoes, a winter jacket, or a pair of boots? 100. How many days of laundry do you pile up before washing them? And 101. Do you do your own laundry, or does someone help you with it? 102. Are you able to move your laundry to the washer by yourself? 103. What size laundry soap do you purchase? 104. Do you fold your laundry? Any ironing? Maybe some steaming to do de-wrinkling of it? 105. Do you clean the inside areas of your home? 106. Do you clean the outside areas of your home? 107. About how large are the areas that you clean? 108. Any difficulty with making a bed, dusting, vacuuming, or mopping? 109. What about using a sponge, spray bottle, or dustpan? 110. Any issues with small handles, slick surfaces, or bottle triggers? 111. Do you often miss spots or start cleaning and not finish it? 112. Can you roll carpets or move furniture around? 113. Can you lift, open, or pour bottles? 114. Are you cleaning fumes? Are cleaning fumes problematic for you? 115. Are you able to take out the garbage? 116. Do you wash dishes by hand or with a dishwasher? 117. You're homeless, so do you ever pick up things around the campsite? 118. Do you use illegal drugs, including pot? 119. How many hits or injections do you do every month? 120. When you quit, when and how did you quit? 121. Do you smoke cigarettes, e-cigarettes, or vape? 122. How many packs a day? How many refills a day? 123. When you quit, when and how did you quit? 124. Do you drink alcohol? How many glasses? Or 125. How many glasses or shots a week? 126. When you quit, when and how did you quit? 127. Do you use illegally prescribed drugs improperly? 128. Do you panhandle illegally or do illegal activity for additional money? 129. Do you have difficulties with heat, cold, dust, loud sounds, etc., meaning environmental impairment restrictions? 130. We break it down. We've done heat, now let's talk about cold. 131. What about how dust limits you? 132. What about how loud sounds limit you? 133. What about how dampness or humidity limits you? It's a lot. 134. What about how vibrations limit you? 135. What about how pollen limits you? 136. What about how allergies limit you? 137. Do you own a computer, tablet, TV, or smartphone? 138. So you own a tablet. How do you use it? 139. So you own a TV. How do you use it? 140. So you own a smart gadget. How do you use it? 141. Does anyone help you with using electronics? 142. Do you know how to type, adjust the volume, or save your progress? 143. Do you have Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn accounts? 144. If you receive disability funds, how would you use them? 145. Oh, and the font got smaller here. I don't know why, but the font's already super small. I'm not wearing my glasses. 145. Are there any surgeries for your impairment within the past 5 years? Small font. 146. Do your impairments limit your physical movements or range of motion in any way? 147. Do you manage your medications on your own? 148. How many hours of sleep do you get? 149. Can you pick up something from the floor? 150. When was the last time you went to the gym? 151. Do you have any difficulty sitting in an office stylized chair? 152. Does anyone help you with things or are you pretty much self-sufficient? 153. What television services do you prescribe to? Are they smart TV enabled? 154. How long have you had your phone number and how long have you lived at that address? 155. What do you shop for the most? And when paying for it, do you use cash or card? 156. Do you have a lot of followers on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or LinkedIn? 157. Do you host or partake in online gatherings? 158. Do you have online payment accounts like Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App? 159. When you go out, you said you have difficulty interacting with people, so how do you avoid communication with them? 160. The file exemplifies you are a fall risk. So can you explain to me any recent falls and measures you take to keep yourself up? 161. Can you please outline the surgeries that you have for your impairments in a timeline for me? 162. Why were the prior surgeries for the impairment you had multiple surgeries on? Wait a minute. So why were the prior surgeries for the impairment you had multiple? Okay, so why were those? I gotta rewrite this one. Bottom line is, you had multiple surgeries. Why were some of them failures? 163. Is there anything in the environment that triggers your impairments to become worse? Construction zone, noise, train horns, closing door sounds? 164. Why do you have a lot of short-length jobs back in the day, even when you didn't have these impairments? 165. The awkward pause question. 166. When you were working, did they remove any accommodations they had previously given you? 167. Do you have any no-call, no-shows while working? 168. What were some of the reasons you quit your prior jobs? 169. What were some of the reasons you were fired from your prior jobs? 170. Were you ever arrested and what were the ultimate charges? 171. What are your symptoms for that impairment? And then the judge will cut you off after 2 symptoms. We'll go through that in the video. 172. How frequently do you see your general physicians? 173. How frequently do you see your specialist physicians? 174. Have you been to the emergency room for any reason recently? 175. Do you enjoy music concerts? Do you enjoy movie theaters? Do you enjoy live plays? 176. You have a new suit. Do you have a significant other? So when was the last time you went bowling or mini putting? 177. When was the last time you went to the mall? 178. When was the last time you went to the cinema? 179. Are you currently in a band? 180. Are you currently a pastor or a youth pastor? 181. You stated that you don't go to the medical. You stated that you don't go to medical due to cost. Medical facilities, hospitals, clinics, etc. And a lack of medical insurance has caused you to not try to go. So how do you control the 9 out of 10 pain that you put on the form? 182. You stated on your form that you did not work during the latter part of the last year, but the IRS shows some earnings from a widget company. What did you do for them? 183. You stated on your form that you did not work during the latter part of last year, but it appears the IRS shows some self-employed earnings totaling about $9,000. What were you doing for work during that time? And that's like the classic scam question where people were, putting down, self-employment and getting some money back, yada yada. We'll go through that in the videos. 184. Why did you have a gap in medical treatment from around when you initially filed to just before the hearing? 185. You stated that you donate time on your 3373 form because you can't work. Well, which facility do you donate your time at, and how many hours a week do you assist there? What are your functions at the place where you donate your time? 186. When you saw the SSA doctor, how much time did the physician spend with you? 187. When being seen by the SSA doctor, which impairments did the physician examine you for? 188. Do you feel that the examination by the SSA physician, we call it a consultative examination medical expert, was adequate to assess your impairments properly? 189. How does your heart disease limit your ability to function? 190. How does your depression limit your ability to function? 191. How does your anxiety limit your abilities to function? 192. How does your PTSD limit your abilities to function? 193. How do your back issues limit your abilities to function? 194. How does your fibromyalgia limit your abilities to function? 195. How does your COPD limit your abilities to function? 196. How does your arthritis limit your abilities to function? 197. How does your learning disorder limit your ability to function? 198. How does your diabetes limit your ability to function? 199. How does your cancer limit your ability to function? 200. How does your nervous system disorder limit your ability to function? Kind of like MS or epilepsy. 201. I put a few extras in there. How does your injury sustained in an accident limit your ability to function? 202. Is there anything or impairment that we missed that you would like to discuss with us? 203. How many breaks do you take throughout the day, and how long is the average break? Boom. Top 200. Did them real nice and quick. That way you're not bored. You can see why it's important to know all these. Many of them you don't have answers to. A lot of you guys don't even know what I think is one of the most basic, simple questions that I always ask, which is, what are your top 5 most severe impairments? All right, now here's kind of the bottom line with this. As you go through these videos, I want you to understand something. One of my favorite heroes, watching TV and growing up and things like that, was the late Steve Irwin. And he was a goofball. He was all over the place. He would have a lot of fun with the stuff. But inherent in that craziness, he would go ahead and show you why these amazing living beings, these life forms, and the environment that they live in were so incredibly important. And by and through that, he taught us to love life. He taught us to have fun with the passion that you have. And a lot of people have forgotten to do that, or the corporate existence has crushed it out of whatever we want to do with, why we started the business and things like that. So I would like you to think about this going forward. In some of these videos, I'm going to get you really happy, excited, and some of them I'm just going to make you super angry. I'm going to make you feel down. I'm going to put it on you. I'm going to push you and say, you got to look at it this way. You got to look at it that way. I'm going to try to make it interesting. I'm going to try to do the best job that I can so that you actually want to watch the remainder of the videos, because every one of these videos that you watch, it teaches you something new, and it adds an additional little block on top of that castle that you're building in your brain when it comes to your knowledge base for disability law. Okay, so here's kind of the bottom line. I obviously, like Steve Irwin, can't jump into a swamp and wrestle an alligator. By and through that, he taught us to love life. I can't do that, but what I can do is I can give you these tutorial videos. These tutorial videos will save some lives. They will. They will actually get people to the point where they are running out of nail to scrape with, and then they'll use this, they'll get found, disabled because of the things that they learn from these videos, and they will live a significantly better life. I just want to point out something to you guys, and I wrote it down here. The earth will be just fine without us. The human race, right? But we shall, and we will protect life. Incredibly important. The earth will be just fine without us, but we shall, and we will protect life. So what is all this stuff? This is all very simply my gift to you. It's my way of trying to bring joy and happiness in a long-term sense to your life through being able to achieve this program, get the fully favorable, get the partially favorable. I want you to keep in mind, if you like this series, there's another series. It's the top 50 trick ALJ questions. So they're like the tricky questions that you're likely to come across in the hearing. Keep an eye out for them. They might be helpful to you as well. Either way, guys, my name is Attorney Walter Ruffnaugh III. like, subscribe, all the other things that people say on YouTube. One of the big things you can always help me out with are 5-star reviews. Those really, really help me. Other than that, have a wonderful night. I will catch up with you during the live sessions, and we'll go from there. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.